Hello and welcome to another edition of Death Valley Life, starring Wonderhussy as the stressed out YouTuber. It's been almost 2 full weeks, or maybe it has been 2 full weeks, since I moved all my worldly possessions out here to the old Death Valley compound. And guess what? The house is still a disaster. I mean, you can see the front yard is strewn with all manner of random stuff and boxes and things we're trying to get rid of so that we can free up more space in the house so that we can finally start unpacking. Now you might be thinking, what the hell is wrong with you? You've been in this house for 2 weeks. Why haven't you unpacked yet? Well, it's really, really complicated. I have a lot of stuff. My sister has a lot of stuff. Remember now, she was supposed to move into the little guest house casita over there, but the casita is in pretty rough shape, and I've actually never showed inside the casita, so let me do that real quick. Okay, here it is. Cute as a button on the outside. Little front porch. My sis put one of her mannequins on the little bench there, hung up her little nautical thing. But wait till you see inside. Okay, this was presented as livable granny unit, and it's kind of dark in here, and it's also full of junk, but basically you might be able to see it's one room. Let me see if the light works. No, the light doesn't work. What a surprise. Fan doesn't work either. All right, well, it's basically one bedroom that you might be able to sort of get the idea of. There's a big bed taking up the whole thing, and then junk piled up all over it, and then the rest of this room, well, there's a little kind of like a vanity. And then there's a kitchenette over here with a stove and a microwave and a refrigerator. And then there's a little bathroom over here. The problem is, well, the floor is uneven and cracked and it's full of dust and it's full of dead cockroaches. And the bathroom, as soon as we bought the place, the toilet we discovered was leaking really badly. So we turned it off and drained it. Basically, the whole floor of this casita needs to be replaced. And so, unfortunately, my sister can't really move into it until basically, well, she wants to tear it down to the studs and just start from scratch. And that, in conjunction with the insulation that we have to do and the shade, awnings, whatever that we want to put on the windows, well, all of that just means that she's not going to get around to rebuilding this casita for a while, and so she can't move any of her stuff out of the house into the casita. Oh, here she comes now. She just made a run to the dump with some garbage. We're trying to get rid of stuff because, well, without her being able to move anything to the casita, that means we can't really move. Well, the idea of this house was I was supposed to live in the house and have this back bedroom for, well, all my clothes and costumes and stuff. It's not really big enough for all of them. So I was also supposed to get use of this entire closet in here, which is a big, long, oh, you might be able to see, sliding closet that goes the entire length of the wall. So that would be plenty of closet space for all my clothes between that and my bedroom. But because she can't move into the casita yet, well, that means she's got to use half of the closet for her clothes. So I can't unpack my clothes, which means my stuff has to be all stacked up in boxes in my room, which means, oh gosh, it just means it's really hard to unpack, but we're trying. So I know people are going, well, why can't we come visit you? Because I'm not in any position to welcome visitors. I hate to say it. I mean, the idea was today we were supposed to get the living room in shape, but oh gosh, there's just nowhere to move anything. Every square inch of this house is jam-packed. It's just too small for me and all my stuff and her and all her stuff. So we're going to be living like this for a while. Now, in other news, Nuni, my cat, she's doing well. I don't know where she is, probably lurking under the chairs or something back there. She pretty much stays hidden all day, but she does come cruising out at night, and she'll come and snuggle on the couch, and, you know, she's been eating her food. She picked up on how to use the litter box amazingly well. She did not pee nor poop in the house a single time. I was really impressed. So the idea is, in a few days, we're going to try to introduce her to the yard. You know, we can close the gates and make it relatively secure, but I have a feeling she's not even going to want to go outside because she seems very timid and frankly afraid of the outdoors here. Anyway, I've just been working, editing videos, uploading videos, cleaning my house out in Las Vegas, making repairs on my house in Las Vegas, trying to clean up and unpack in this house. I'm wiped out. But unfortunately, I do have to. I get to go back out exploring again this weekend because I ran out of content. I don't have any more videos. I had a lot of videos in the can from this trip I went on to Utah at the end of August because I knew I would need several weeks of content to get me through the move. Well, unfortunately, I underestimated how many weeks of content I would need. And, well, as of last Wednesday, I'm fresh out of videos. So I got to go shoot a couple videos this weekend. And unfortunately, all my camping gear is buried. I haven't had a chance to clean out my car. I really don't have the time to do an overnighter or go anywhere super far away. So I'm going to have to go right in my own backyard into Death Valley. And speaking of Death Valley, a little teaser for you. I may have a very special announcement regarding the Amargosa Opera House coming soon. Okay, if you've ever heard of the Amargosa Opera House, it's this amazing, kind of charmingly decrepit old opera house in the desert in a place called Death Valley Junction, about 45 minutes from here, that this beautiful ballerina ran. I mean, her and her husband were traveling through the desert, got a flat tire in Death Valley Junction. She fell in love with this old building that was there. I think it used to be a hotel, an old miners' hotel or something. Well, she fell in love with it, bought the place. Her and her husband moved out to Death Valley Junction from New York City. And, well, she lived the rest of her life out there. She lived until she was in her 80s, 90s even maybe. She didn't die until maybe 10 years ago, but she performed ballet every Saturday night at this Amargosa Opera House in the theater. It's a really neat place. All I'm going to say is that I had a very interesting phone conversation today with somebody affiliated with the Opera House, and, well, there might be some plans at the Opera House in my future. But for now, I'm just sitting here in the front yard looking at all the junk piled up. This is stuff that we're going to take to, well, there's actually a few different places we're going to take this stuff. Now, this stack of stuff is stuff that we do want to keep. We just don't have room for it in our storage buildings up here. This is stuff we're going to take down to our Quonset hut and store it for future use. A bunch of microphone stands, headphones, you know. This is one of those old-timey fat jigglers. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really get the whole thing in the frame, but basically you stand on this platform and then you turn this switch on and it jiggles you, and this belt, like, jiggles your butt and supposedly helps you lose weight. Like, they were a thing in the, oh god, 50s, 60s, I guess. Talk about a quack device. An ex-boyfriend of mine got this for me at a Goodwill in Portland, Oregon. He used to go to all the, you know, how Goodwill has those clearance centers where they sell things by the pound. Like, it's just these giant bins and you just pay by the pound. Well, he would find all kinds of crazy stuff at the Portland bins and send him or bring him to me. So he gave me that. It's not really the kind of thing we have room for in the house, but by gum, we are definitely going to have room for it in the old Quonset hut. And then these boxes are full of things that we're going to give to the Free Rock. One of the kind of cool things about this little town that we live in is there's this rock over by the post office that's the Free Rock, where people donate things that they don't need anymore, and anybody who needs them can come and take them. Because, you know, there are a lot of people living out here that don't have a lot of money, so, you know, they might need a Jacques Brel CD. Never know. So we're going to put this stuff on the Free Rock, this to the Quonset, and then all this stuff we're actually going to try to sell. There's a community rummage sale coming up on November 6th. So we're going to try to sell a few things of that. It's a fundraiser for the fire department, so it's for a good cause. And it'll be a nice chance to get outdoors and meet the neighbors and, well, take a break from all this friggin' moving, or unpacking, I guess I should say. So anyway, I just want to sit here and enjoy the sunset and have a little drinky poo, but there's one more thing I have to address, and that is this box. Okay, I had a P.O. box in Las Vegas where people could send me things, and I got a lot of really nice gifts there, and so this is from, well, it's from somebody named Peter. Peter Waco. He's got a YouTube channel all about railroads. If you're into railroads, look him up. Him and his friend Anna mailed me this box, and they wanted me to open it in a live stream, but I don't do live streams, and so I told them I would open it in a video, and I haven't had a second to myself to do it until now. So I'm going to open this box and you'll be able to see what's inside it. But before I do that, just a word on my Vegas P.O. box. I shut her down. I don't have an address in Las Vegas anymore. So if you want to send me anything, don't send it there. I got a new P.O. box closer to where I live now in a town called Pahrump. And the address can be found under the About tab. So if you go on YouTube to my channel and you look at About, the address is there. It's 1970 North Leslie Street, Pahrump, Nevada, 89060. You can send any mail you want there. And I'm happy to pick it up and check it out. I did have, well, I've had a few very clever people, congratulations, figure out where I live and my address, and not creepy at all. They just decided to stop by and say hello or mail me stuff here. Please don't mail me stuff here because the postmistress here, it's really difficult to deliver mail. So if you want to send me something, don't send it to this house. I'm pleased as punch that you used your sleuthing skills to figure out where I live, but I can't accept packages here. You have to send them to the address I just gave. But I did have one actually very classy guy came by and dropped off a whole bunch of these little butane canisters that I was having such a hard time finding for my camp stove last summer. So, and this guy was cool because he didn't want to bother me. He knew I was busy, and so he just dropped them off and went on his way. So, hey, thank you if you're watching this. I really appreciate it. That's a super useful gift. Very kind of you to take the trouble to come out here. To everybody else, unfortunately, I'm just really not in a position to accept visitors right now. I'm just too busy. I got too much stuff going on, and I feel rude because there's been a few people drop by, and I feel like I've been a little bit brusque with them. But it's like, I just have so much going on right now. I feel like I'm drowning. I actually started hyperventilating a little bit earlier today in the last few days because I've never been this busy in my life, and I'm a busy person. Like, it's really hard for me to stay on top of my channel and my videos and do all this at the same time and take care of the house in Vegas. And, well, unfortunately, I just don't have a whole lot of time for social calls right now. So if you do drop by unannounced, forgive me if I'm not welcoming you with open arms. Okay, so I got to get this marker down and open this box. Let's see what Peter, Waco, and Anna sent me. I don't want to damage anything in here because it's got this interesting hump. I'm guessing that's why it's called a pregnant box. Let's see what could be in here. Okay, so there's a letter which I won't read out of respect for his privacy, but look at all this interesting stuff that, oh my gosh, yum, all this candy. What am I gonna do? Oh no, stop, all these candy bars. Yikes. Oh, it's my favorite. Reese's mint Kit Kat. Oh, get out of town. Oh, look at this. And this is bug spray. Very good because we do, believe it or not, even though it's the desert, have mosquitoes out here. Oh, I love this. How nice. Some fresh wipes. Yeah, cleaning towels. Oh, what's this? Oh, look. Little treats for Nuni. How nice. Oh, these are like... What are these? They're camouflage and they've got snaps on them. Oh, they're gaiters. Isn't that what these are? Like you put them around your leg to protect from snakes? Isn't that what that is? Oh, look, a whole bunch more cat treats. Nuni is going to be so happy. Look at that. Oh, how nice. Aw, sweet. Ooh, Almond Joy. Love Almond Joy. Oh, these are dog bones and poor little Fred. I'll have to give these to my roommate next time I see him. Oh, and an SD card, which is always very useful. Okay, Peter and Anna. I do really appreciate you sending me this box. That's very thoughtful. You can tell you put a lot of thought into the items in here. I thank you. Nuni thanks you. And my big fat ass thanks you for all those candy bars. Anyway, it's getting dark. I'm going to wrap this up, but just wanted to do a very quick update. I have a friend coming to visit, and I think I hear his car coming round the bend. See you next time.